Hi, I'm Christine with Crafts Direct, and today I'm going to show you how you can create this Live Simply palette. It's a perfect addition for your spring decor. Let's get started.
The supplies you're going to need to get started, you can also find the supply list on our projects page. You're going to take one coaster out and you're going to paint one side entirely with the Italian Sage acrylic paint. You're also going to paint the edges and then you're going to let it dry. With the remaining paint on the brush, you're going to dry brush the sides of the 8-inch palette, and I just did this for a softer, distressed look. Next, you're going to take your leaves paper and you are going to cut 4 strips that are 3/4 inch wide by approximately 7.5 inches. Take your scissors and cut the jute to remove it from the palette, and then you're going to take a small Phillips screwdriver and unscrew the screw for the hanger, and you're just going to set it aside as we'll use it later. Then you're going to take a needle nose pliers and remove the remaining jute and staples if wanted, just to make sure that it is smooth for applying the paper. Once you have the jute removed, you're going to apply glossy accents to the frame of the palette, and you're going to adhere your pieces to the frame. I lined my edge up of the paper with the inside opening of the palette, and I did this until all 4 sides were covered, and it is hanging off a little bit. But next you're going to take a sanding block and sand off the excess paper, and to make sure that the paper is flush with the edge of the palette and on the inner opening of the palette as well. You want to take your scissors and actually cut apart the 2 vinyl words and separate them from each other before doing this, but I forgot to do that. So once you have the 2 words cut apart, you are going to remove the vinyl from the backing, and then you will apply this to your painted wood disc or coaster. And I applied Simply first to make sure that it fit and had enough space to apply the word Live above it. And you are going to apply it by rubbing over it with a scraper or popsicle stick or a credit card. And then you're going to peel it up lightly or gently to make sure that it is transferred. And if it isn't transferred, push it back down and rub a little bit more, and then peel it up until it has completely transferred onto your painted coaster. Then take your sanding block and sand the edges and lightly sand over the top of the vinyl to add a little distressed look to your coaster. Place glossy accents on the back side of the painted coaster and place in the center of the opening of the palette and let dry. Once dry, you're gonna take the hanger that you took off and the screw, and I used the screwdriver to start a little hole of where I wanted to attach the hanger. So I just pushed it into the palette, and then I attached the hanger with the little screw, and once that is done, your project is complete.
Thank you for joining me today. You can find this project and other inspiration at craftsdirect.com under our Projects tab.